Hey, we just got an update by Zenless on Zero. This is gonna be a really quick video. I'm just gonna talk about what the update is from the dev note. They might not say that it's a dev note, but this is a dev note. Essentially, they're trying to say that they listen to you, and they are trying to make a change in 1.1, 1.2, and later updates in the version. But let me just give you a note here that just because they say right now doesn't mean it will happen as soon as possible. This one will take like a week and a half still, and this one will take like about 1 month and a half. This one will probably be about 2 months, 3 months. It's gonna take a long time, so we all have to be quite patient for this update to happen. Alright, let's start with the 1.1 version. In terms of narrative experience, in the latest story mission version 1.1, for the first time you will be able to interact with new Eridus neighbors and fight through levels advanced in story progress from the perspective of the mission's protagonist. I think from this one, it's just gonna be about the story mode, but we will see it from the perspective of our main character that we chose, the Wise and Bell character. It's not much of an update, but this is what it is. Maybe for new players it will be new and quite nice. Maybe it's gonna be a well-told, well-explained story instead of what we have currently. So number two, a button from manual chain attack mode will be added to the squad lineup interface before entering combat. In this mode, after stunning your enemy, your actions, yeah, this is gonna be about the chain attack. So the thing about the chain attack I did talk about in my last video is that chain attacks can be very annoying and they force you to change characters. But from this one, we will have a choice to maybe not change characters and just continue the progress of the current characters that we use and maybe continue their combos. So we get to do multiply damage from that character alone. That's what I hope they will do. Instead of like chain attack still do more damage. So obviously we're still gonna do chain attack if it does more damage, right? Number three, in terms of combat, we have added a series challenging combat missions and game modes that will continuously update. Okay, this is just gonna be like they added more content. That is basically what they're saying here. They're gonna be adding more combat content. That is just gonna be for fun. It may be for the stories, it may be for the shield defense, it may be for the Hollow Zero. It's just good. They have players to be able to play their game for as long as they possibly want. Right. In shield defense, number four, in shield defense, we have improved the display of enemies' attributes resistance. In shield defense, we have this issue where like you can only choose a couple of characters that you want to play as because most of the bosses they have resistance from fire, so you can't use fire character because it will do no damage or less damage. Some you can use electro, some you can use ice. It's almost like this as well. In Genshin Impact, you have to use like certain characters that are just that recently come out, and then you have to use those characters to complete the abyss. And they did the same thing, and seems like people are hating on it, and so they're trying to make a change out of it. So basically, you can use any characters and still beat the game later on in the version 1.1 update. So number five, after unlocking a new agent in the Internet of Everything. Okay, I want to talk about this because it's not really a big thing, but I do agree that they're doing a great thing here. Because as soon as you get a new character, you would want to change your avatar right to your favorite character right away instead of playing like this, playing the knock knock. I mean, talking to your characters. It's very weird. It's not really that fun, and it's just a bunch of stalling. I don't mind getting doing all of this to get like free polychromes, but getting the avatar I think is good. If you pull for the character, you should be able to use the avatar right away. Alright, number six, the better menu interface on mobile will allow you to customize. Well, I think this is good for mobile players to be able to customize their own UI buttons. It's just very nice. Okay, version 1.2. For number one, for completed story commissions and exploration commission with uncollected rewards, we will be adding fairy assistance. So fairy assistance is this thing where they have like puzzles, but if the puzzle is a bit too hard or confusing for you, they will have like fairy assistance to like show you the path, show you which to click. It's just gonna make the puzzles very easy. Fairy assistance usually happen when you're in the TV section of the game, right? The TV gameplay. So that's gonna be nice. Like you don't need to miss out on rewards anymore. Number two, while exploring the monitor array, the automatic accelerated playback when enabled will not be interrupted by other events. Additional the animation playback speed for events. Okay, for number two here, I did mention in my last video as well, is that how annoying it is for the TV gameplay is. Like you keep on getting stuck. The speed of the TV is very slow, and then you have to play through the newspaper thing, having all these dialogues is very annoying and it's not smooth whatsoever, right? So they're trying to make the gameplay on the TV, the monitor array, a lot better, a lot smoother, a lot more faster, which is nice. I do recommend that. I don't mind the TV if it runs smooth and doesn't annoy you from playing the real game, the combat. Number 3, a preset lineup feature will be added. You will be able to choose whether to include bamboo in your lineup for battle commissions. The lineup controls before the shield defense will also be optimized. Okay, I'm assuming like I don't understand this very much, but I do think that you will have a choice. You will soon have a choice if you want to include the bamboo, the TV thing, or not. That will be a game changer. That would change a lot of things from playing the game. If you're able to remove the bamboo in your lineup for better commissions, or you can just remove the bamboo from playing the shield defense. I don't really understand. It's not specific enough, but that's what I'm thinking right now. Number 4, the entrance location for agent training will be adjusted, and repeated combat stages will be added, making it easier to access training and familiarize yourself with agent-specific controls. So for this one, they're just gonna make it easier for you. Instead of going to this spot right here all the time, let me show you. Instead of we go to HIA and then we have to go through talking to the dialogues, talking to the people, talking to the NPCs, right? Instead of going here and then we have to click her and then do our commissions, use our stamina. It's gonna be very annoying. It's a lot to click. I'm thinking is that they're just gonna speed things up here. It's not a big thing. I don't even have an issue in the first place, but if they're gonna make some change into that, I don't mind. I think having the game make it faster and then later on we can change into a different game that we really want to play. It's good. Like you don't need to stay in Zenless Zero forever, right? It's really good. It's fun. It's good enough. Number 5, after reaching a certain internet level, a feature that allows you to freely change the time will be unlocked. So I think what they need to do is that so much earlier, like, I think this is so bad. Look, I'm clicking this Friday PM new area, right? On the top left, I click this. I can only reset to one timeline. Like right now it's evening. I mean, right now it's around evening. Now it's nighttime, and now it's midnight. And then if I can't click it again because it's late, time to head home and rest. Like I have to sleep. I have to choose to sleep. I think that is so weird. Why not do what Genshin already has, right? So I'm glad that they will be adding it. I'm glad that they will added it in 1.2. But I still think it's weird why they didn't edit it sooner. And now we have to wait for like a month and a half. That's a pretty long time for them to add something like this. Number 6, based on your feedback, we have optimized the background brightness in some commissions. I never had any issue with the brightness of the background or like they're a bit too dark. I never had an issue, but I hope they don't brighten it up, but instead just give it more contrast for people to see the path, right? I never had an issue with the background whatsoever, but if they want to change something, just put contrast in it. That will make everything a lot better. But that's just my opinion. Okay, let's talk about the later versions. This is gonna take a really long time. It's probably not even gonna be a month and a half. It's gonna be a 2 months, 3 months. Like it's very long time. Currently, you can control Wise and Bell in the city. Okay, this is something I'm very I very like what they're trying to do here. It's that you can use agents. You can use your characters right here instead of being able to just use Wise and Bell, you can move around with the wolf, right? You can move around with him. You can move around with your police officer. You can move around with Grace. It's gonna be really fun. It's gonna be really nice to look at from then on. I like the wolf better. I like Grace, but he looks so much cooler for some reason. Number 2, for the later versions, we will be continuously improvising the models for some agents to provide process with an improved visual experience. This one is just graphic changes, right? And they're gonna better the graphics. They're gonna better the designs. It's just good. It's just a bonus. Number 3, we will continuously optimize the interface interaction experience in combat UI. This is important. This is very important. This is what everybody has a problem with before. And now if they make some changes, if they make some good changes, the game might actually be more enjoyable. And I'm very excited for it. I really want to stay in this game. So far, I'm actually very much enjoying ZZZ more than most people. So many people have said that this game is actually bad combat, terrible gameplay, not what I expected. But it is exactly what I expected. I didn't expect this game will be a difficult game, or a difficult, or like a game that will rely so much on your skills. It's just gonna be a spam, button mashing, fun game. It's really fun. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the chain attack, even though it's annoying that you can't finish your combos. But I like changing these characters, just spam around and then throw some bombs, throw some punches to your enemy. It's just fun. That is all I have to say for this video. Thank you so much for watching. It's just a quick video. I just want to tell you the updates. So thank you so much. See ya.